What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another Oxygen Not Included max difficulty run. Go ahead and hit play and get things rolling. Now, I know I've been doing a lot of these lately, and I've had like no build videos or anything like that, and mainly it's because I haven't had the most amount of time to kind of jump in the debug and mess around with things. And I kind of don't really have great ideas for builds. I have minor ideas that I need to kind of mess around with and see if they're even viable. But anyway, let's kind of not even focus on that. I do want to get some more build videos up, but currently this is all I can really do. So you're gonna have to put up with it. Sorry. Not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Isn't that a song? Yeah, just go play that song. It'll explain everything. Anyway, what's going on here is we're trying to get this cooling deal set up, but we do have our polluted water running into the metal refinery, although if our dupes don't actually use it, then it'll be never cool anything. Duplicates. Please, who's my operator? Jobs. Where's jobs? Not jobs. Priorities. Here we go. Operate. Operator. Ellie. Guess what, Ellie? You're gonna get followed. Yeah, that's right. You get followed. What are you doing? What are you doing right now? Going to eat. Okay, you know what? That's fine. I'll let you eat. I'm not going to interrupt your dinner, okay? You guys may just find out right now how psychic I am. Ellie's going to go to bed soon. Oh, boom. Look at that. I got the psychic ability within me. All right, in all reality, though, Ellie should be operating other things. So what's the Oh, there's a little, yeah, that priority's a little bit high. You know what we need? We need a second operator. Let's see. What about Katarina here? Or Catalina, rather. Somebody's been playing too much League. Anyway. Care. Tidy. This is all fine, because he's not going to be doing a ton of that. And I don't have any Do I have research going right now? I guess I can look in the top right. No research. So, yeah, Catalina here should be operating. So, I'm expecting to see somebody on this. Nobody's on it. Okay, somebody's going to come real quick. We'll see. Hold on here. Hold on. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Let's screenshot mode it, because I know it's going to happen soon. All the anticipation's killing me. What the heck? Oh, well, I mean, yeah, that's important to operate too, I guess. But there you go. There you go. Give me some iron, baby. Oh, yeah. So here's our 83-degree water coming out here. I wonder if water that's like pumped into this refinery like averages temperature like it does in a reservoir. Because right, all these packets aren't the same temperature, but everything coming out is 83 degrees. So, and 83 is really not that. I mean, we could get a little bit hotter than that. So, ideally, we would want like some sort of system on the output of this detecting the temperature. Say, hey, if it's not hot enough, recirculate it back through the refinery. But I'm not even gonna bother, because mainly my priority is to get this polluted line moving. You know, I want it to cool things down. That's the whole point. So we got to keep it moving. Ooh, it's doing a nice job on the kilns there. But yeah, we want to keep it moving. We want to keep that cooling potential going. So these fire poles are actually going to speed up the travel time like insanely. So I'm happy that I finally remembered. And thank you to everybody who kept reminding me that eventually something will just snap in the head and I'll remember. Not snap in the crazy way, snap in the good way. What is that? Molten larvae. Let's start digging this stuff out. There's a couple little clumps of stuff we gotta sweep in here, but for the most part it's gonna be nice and clean, just like I like it. That is not a sexual reference, or it could be, depending on whether you want it to. You know what? Just use your imagination. I'm always for that. Always. Not just. I'm gonna stop there. I think I might be getting in deep water here. Anyway, why did you stop? Oh, because you're not even built yet. Derp. Man, I'm on the ball today. I feel like I'm on the ball today. I even felt exempted from the... Okay. I'm not a great singer. Although I pretend to be. In the shower, you know, when nobody's listening. Anyway, All right, so what are we actually going to do? I feel like I'm just talking about nonsense. So what's going to happen is obviously this is going to get built, but next thing that we're going to focus on is freaking steel. Well, how much iron do we have? We have a little bit of iron, so you know what? I kind of want to actually pump some steel out. Let's get just a little bit, not a lot. Just like 10 steel. Oh yeah, look at this polluted water. Now, one thing, it may actually be moving through too quickly. Maybe not actually. Look at this. It's nice and cool in here, man. Wow, that's actually that's working really well. We could probably even turn this on, start condensing the steam. Not that we need to, but we could if we wanted to, and we would be fine there. So this is actually working freaking awesome. I'm happy about that. We're not really gaining much petroleum here. Did I ever figure out the circuit? I don't think I did. Yeah, I don't think I did. Honestly, I'm just going to deconstruct it all. There's something wrong with it. It's not working. I need to rethink how that has to happen if I want to do it that way. So for now, the duplicate's just going to run down here and operate this. And looking at it now, it's probably not the biggest deal. So even if they come down here and they just turn this wheel like once or twice just to get a couple packets, that's fine because they can always run over to this metal refinery and then start operating that. So I think it's not going to be as big of an issue as I thought originally. And this will give us a lot of refined iron so we can, you know, start producing more steel, which is really what we want. Okay, now back to what we were doing. Oh yeah, one thing I want to do is actually, before I focus on this, I want to actually deconstruct this last reservoir here, and I want to put a natural gas generator with a smart battery. And that way we can actually use some of this natural gas that's going to be building up. Because otherwise, it's, you know, it's going to get to the point where these are full and I don't have anywhere to put it. But we're going to use that natural gas and that natural gas generator to power an aqua tuner. Our still aqua tuner over here, which is going to be cooling down water for our bristle blossoms. So that's the next thing we need to set up. Wait, who's starving? Oh, you're starving because you're in the toilet. Fair enough. Wow. You look really happy. I wish I could rewind that. Maybe you guys can rewind it and look at it again. Man, I'm getting a lot of wire breakage. Anyway, I keep getting sidetracked. Yeah, so still aqua tuner with the steam turbine room. And then we're going to be pumping water from this sieve up into this reservoir, which will then go into our aqua tuner as well as this thing. That water running through the aqua tuner will be cooled down to around 5 degrees. We're going to try and get it. We can get it exactly 5 degrees actually. And then we're probably going to set up our bristle farm just right next to it. Legit right next to it. That way the water doesn't have to travel very far, so we're not going to really worry about losing heat. Now, one thing I need to consider is, do I need access to this top right here? And I may actually need access. So I might leave a 2-tile sort of access point. Honestly, it should be more than 2 tiles, just in case I need to build anything in here. See, this is the part of Ani that you got to kind of think ahead, like, am I going to need to get into the top here? Like, am I going to need to access these tiles? It'll give us a path into this. Well, I guess we don't really want to enter from this side because water would just go rushing out. But man, I'm so indecisive when it comes to these things sometimes. All right, well, I think I'm just going to leave a 2-tile gap. No, I don't want 2-tile. Okay, 3-tile gap. All right, 3-tile gap of igneous rock here, just right here. The rest of this part is actually going to be ceramic because this is going to be where our turbine is. So turbine's going to be somewhere around here. How are my jobs looking? I think everybody's pretty much done on everything except for like, so we do want to put at least everybody in this second miner position. That way they can dig out abyssite if they ever get stuck. If they ever get in a position where they need to dig out abyssite, then they can. So Ruby, Liam, and Turner have this. So who else? Joshua, Catalina, and Ellie. Okay, fair enough. So all of them are going to be trained on this second digging position so they can all dig out abyssite. That way they'll never get trapped unless they encase their heads in a tile, which, you know, happens more often than you would think. All right, so this hydro sensor here, we're going to set to above 0. So literally, as soon as the oil hits this sensor, we're going to shut this off and stop producing more oil because at that point we've got everything. We've got 10, you know, tons at that point. We don't need it anymore. So how's this pipe going? Pipe is done. Reservoir is not. Let's put this at a priority 9. That way it gets built. We're gonna need power for this. I actually didn't think this built. Oh god, we need so much refined metal. Honestly, I'm setting this metal refinery to a priority 9. Do it now. Do it now. It's my horrible Arnold impression. Do it now. I used to be good at it, but I'm not anymore, so I'm gonna stop trying. One impression I am good at though is Stitch. Have you ever seen Lilo and Stitch? I can do Stitch pretty well. Let's see if I can nail it. I know, pretty lame, but it's all I got. You know, you got to work with what you got, and that's what I got. So we can see we got nice 40-degree water coming out here. Man, this thing does not handle it fast enough. You know what we actually need? We need a reservoir here. Right. So how is this guy gonna work? So if it's below, let's just say 80 degrees. There we go. It'll activate. And then if it's above 90. So we've got a range of 10 degrees there. So these things will activate if it's above 80 degrees, and then they'll shut off if it's above 90 degrees. The sensors are a little bit away from each other, but you can see that the water is doing a really good job of cooling down pretty much this entire area. So I am really happy with this polluted water. Man, these things are so OP. So OP. Oh, nerf this dang thing. It's like they're so strong. Just take care of too many problems. One thing I kind of want to do is actually build ladders, and the reason I want to do this is because all the debris I dig up for the Aquatuna steam turbine room is just going to fall down, and that way I won't have to sweep it out of the room later. Because remember, we're leaving this little sort of access tunnel here so we can get to the bottom and the top of this. Finish that, deconstruct this pipe, and then doop, de-doop. Do-doop, de-doop, de-doop, do-doop, de-doop, do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Alright, I'm gonna stop now. Draco made it out of his little bubble here. You got a little Houdini, Draco. Escape artist you are. That's impressive, man. That is impressive. I guess it's full of steam, so you can't breathe either way. You had to get out of there, huh? Or can you breathe in steam? I actually don't know if they can breathe in steam. They can probably breathe in anything, huh? The slicksters are still in here. Wait, all the slicksters... They've migrated into the... I guess there is a bit of carbon dioxide over here. Now they're going to be pooping oil back into the place I just pumped the oil out of. You dang slicksters, you. Dang slicksters and your oil pooping. Boy, I thought Drecos were the pest of oxygen not included. Now I'm starting to change my mind. Yeah, just output pipe full. What? Wait, no. Hello? Oh! 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 Oh, no. No, don't pay attention to this, guys. Pretty sure I did a quick tips video where I discussed the inputs and outputs of pipes, and here I am connecting inputs to inputs and outputs to outputs. And here we go. So input down to here, outputs over to here. There we go. Really want to get away from Millwood. My dirt, you can see, is down to 21 tons, which is really, really bad. Normally you should have a lot of dirt, and I don't have a lot of dirt. No. I wonder if the hatches are actually eating it. There might have been some dirt down here that the hatches ate, but I can't imagine there was tons of it. Maybe there was. Maybe I'm just feeding all my dirt to hatches and I don't even realize it. Priority's going to go to this bridge when we have the system set up, but we don't currently have it set up. I can still build the bridge though. Yeah, and then we can build up our pipes, so this is going to be running into our Aquatuner. Oh, wow, that was a hard landing there. I think something actually dropped at the same time he landed, so it was actually something hitting the ground, not the duplicant. Don't worry, no duplicates were injured in the making of this video. I mean, not yet anyway. They still have time. They still have time. By the way, you guys, I just want to say, I haven't really like asked for subs or anything for a while. I think, other than the animation that pops up on screen occasionally. This guy right here. Anyway, what I was gonna say is, I was recently looking at my YouTube analytics, and apparently, like 87% of my video views are non-subscribers, which kind of blew me away. I was like, what? That's kind of weird. So anyway, I think we're on episode like 6 in this video series. So if you're not a subscriber and you watch like every episode up until this point, and you're still watching them, you're still enjoying them and liking them, well, maybe you should subscribe, because you can get what is it? What's the word? You can get notified when I release a new video, you know? If it's on your subscriptions list, you can just go to your subscription page and boom, there's my video right there. And not only that, but hey, it's gonna make me happy. Don't you want to make me happy? What kind of person doesn't want to make me happy? I mean, that's your sole purpose in life, is just to make me happy. Just do everything you can to make me happy. Me. It's all about me. Anyway, I'm just saying, man. If you're watching this far into the series here and you're liking all the episodes and you continue to watch them, then consider subscribing. That helps me out. It makes me want to make these videos more. Makes me want to make them better and more entertaining. Although that can be a challenge sometimes, especially when you're me. A lot of the times I don't know if it's entertaining. I just go with it. It sounds entertaining, but you know, some things that sound entertaining, they're not always entertaining. Not always to everybody. You know, maybe I think it's entertaining, but other people may not think it's entertaining. And then after watching something that's entertaining for like 4 or 5 times, right? Because as the editing process goes on, I may rewatch something multiple times, and then over the time, like, it loses its entertainingness. It loses its spunk, if you will. And then, you know, I no longer think it's entertaining, but I know at one point I thought it was entertaining, so I leave it in anyway. I don't know if that made any sense. That was kind of just a ramble. Anyway. Alright, so we've got these ladders up. Let's start digging this stuff out. I see what's happening now. I see what's happening. So they're taking the iron that they make and they're putting it right back into the metal refinery to make steel. I see what's happening. So one thing I want to do is go to, let's see, raw mineral, I think it is. No, where'd they mill? The steel is always in a weird spot. Manufactured, here we go, 800 kilograms. All right, I think I have enough for an aqua tuner. Let me make sure. It's 1200. Okay, so we're not quite there. Now that we've got it all dug out, let's get rid of the ladders and we'll start from the ground up. Musical ladders. Yeah, get it done. Liam and Ruby, man, great teamwork. I'm impressed. Liam's like, forget this, dude. I'm going to do something else. Holy cow, that's cold over here. Look at this. Oh my god, this polluted water is doing amazing. That being said, I don't have any of my plastic running currently. So let's go ahead and enable that. And we don't want the water really dripping out to here, so I kind of need to get this oil well set up. The gas pipes, man, I am not prepared for any of this, am I? In, and then the outputs, which will be... I'm going to pump it over here to encourage the slicksters to go over this way. So our fire pole done now. Oh yeah, look at that. So they'll be able to just zip right down here. Let's see if we can see it in action. Here we go. Whee! So much faster than climbing down the ladder. So I'm assuming it's been... Yeah, it's overheating. Okay. What temperature is it right now? 132. So we need to take these down. Way down. Well, I guess these are like right by the pipe. Do we need to build another temp shift below it? These sensors may be like way off. Because look, it's 20... The sensor is 22 degrees. Let me build another temp shift plate. Right below this guy. Like right on top of it. I mean, maybe that'll help. Oh yeah, make me that metal. So we should be done with steel at this point. We are indeed. So we're just making iron. We've got 1,200 kilograms. We can build a steam turbine now. So, no. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble picturing this. This is going to be it, but the aqua tuner is going to be down, like it's going to be up here. So this is actually fine. We can build a ladder up right here. And that's going to give us access to everything we need to build over here. We can actually get rid of these now. We can just deconstruct them all, I think. Just make this one a higher priority, that way it's done first. We're still overheating, even with the temp shift plate. So this just generates way too much heat for... So we're saying now that if it's below 0 degrees, then you can work. And if it gets above 10 degrees, then shut off. Is because these are like right above the cooling pipe, and these are below the cooling pipe, it's not very accurate as far as the cooling, like how cool it is or how hot it is on the actual polymer press. Even though we've got the double temp shift plate on it, it's not working very well. So, oh, it's Rickster. There he is, wiggling about. Do you like water? Maybe he likes getting baths. I don't know. See, the other slicksters, they don't wiggle like Rickster. It's just Rickster. He's got that thing, man. He just likes to dance. I feel you, dude. Yeah, go for it. That's all you, baby. This is your time to shine. You've got probably like 200 people watching you right now. Go for it. Yeah. We need some music, but I don't want to get a copyright strike. So just actually, we could play. Hold on here. Hold on here. Hold the phone. I can do this. I have one song. That might be too loud. Yeah. Go, Rickster. He's good. He's jiggy. I like it. Show me your moves. Oh, yeah. Wait, that's the best part. Go. Look at him go. Okay. I'm gonna have to finish that song after the episode because I love that song. Will it ever even get to 10 degrees? I don't know. You know what? We'll leave it for now. Wait. No! How? Wait, hold on. Ruby clearly can get on and off of this. Maybe the ladder got done after? Well, I think I know what happened. And the video may show this. It probably happened while I was dancing with Rickster there. And you know what? I've got the UI sounds turned down, so I'm so used to like the starvation, because it just pops up every 10 seconds or so. Starvation, 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 when nobody's actually starving. So I kind of just don't even pay attention to it anymore. And that's a problem because this happened. So I think the ladder right here, Ruby climbed up the ladder and then deconstructed it after climbing up, which makes 100% sense to do, you know, instead of going from the path that you came and deconstructing, you got to climb above it and then deconstruct it. And then she got stuck up here and this ladder got built afterwards. Well, we have our first duplicate death, Ruby, which was one of our initial duplicates. Peekaboo! 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 Oh, I don't know why it's doing that. Peekaboo! Okay. Well, poor Ruby. Alright, well, we have something to decide now. Where do we bury Ruby at? And what do we make Ruby's grave out of? You know, Ruby dug a lot of igneous rock in Ruby's life. So I think we're going to make Ruby's gravestone out of igneous rock. That just makes sense. But where would Ruby want to be buried? Maybe inside the aqua tuner room with the thing. Yeah, I'm gonna put Ruby inside the you know, because Ruby died working on the aqua tuner room in the turbine room. It's only fair that for the rest of humanity, of duplicate life, they all recognize Ruby as one of the builders for this great piece of architect machinery that we're about to make. So Ruby's gonna get buried in there, and it's settled. Oh man, this is sad. But you know what that means? That means we gotta replace Ruby. Oh, none of them have learning. You know what? You guys aren't good enough. None of you, I'm sorry, none of you are good enough to replace Ruby. Reject. It's gonna go here. Nope, that's made out of copper. Gotta make sure we get the correct. The Octuner is gonna go here. And then we're gonna have, obsidian, regular tiles, like this. Insulated ceramic. There we go. So we'll take Ruby here, and we'll put a mesh tile here. Yeah, put a mesh tile here, and then we'll put the gravestone on top of the mesh tile. It'll be perfect. Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Yeah, high stress, I'm assuming is morning. Yep. Plus 20% per cycle. This is gonna get rough. Yeah, massage table is gonna be on full 100% usage here. All these duplicates, man, these poor duplicates are suffering. You see, it would be good to bring in a new duplicate, because then they get that buff, new duplicate or new friend buff or whatever it is. So that's definitely something that I should do immediately. But they got to be good enough, you know. If they're gonna replace Ruby, they got to be good enough, which means they got to have some high learning, because Ruby was well versed in a lot of different jobs. Let me tell you, Ruby's been here since the beginning. Okay, Ruby knew everything. Ruby could dig, could build. Ruby could supply. I think he could even research, engineer. Like, Ruby knew everything, man. Ruby was a baller. Ruby also liked to play peekaboo. We didn't know that until now, but now we know. F's in the comments for Ruby there. Okay, Liam, you gotta be very careful. You're our last builder, all right? I don't want you doing something dumb. And you know what? I'm actually gonna cancel these just so we know that that's not gonna happen. All right, so tasteful memorial made out of igneous. Ruby dug a lot of igneous, so make sure we build it out of igneous. Make it a priority 9 there. That way we can get Ruby in a grave. And really, I think Liam might, or oh, I guess that's Turner. Well, Turner does deliver. So Turner and Liam are probably going to be the only ones who see Ruby. Everybody else is going to be like, hey, I haven't seen Ruby for a while. Where's Ruby gone to? Turner and Liam are just going to change the subject. They're just going to avoid the conversation. I don't know, man. Yeah, I haven't seen Ruby either. Wonder where Ruby went. Oh, come on. Come on, Liam. You got to fall asleep on the job, really? One thing about that narcoleptic nap is it actually reduces stress, if I remember correctly. So it's nice to actually let them sleep through it. One thing we have now is a snazzy suit for somebody else. Who wants Liam's snazzy suit, or Ruby's snazzy suit? Oh, I love having all my hatches right here. Their own little ecosystem. They've got the little water bowl. They got their big family. It's nice. They will miss Ruby. Ruby liked the hatches. Ruby was a hatch person. You know, you got your Dreco people, you got your Slickster people. Ruby was a hatch person. Ooh, that stress is actually starting to worry me a bit. Luckily, Liam has a sunny disposition, so that kind of helps. All right, so Ruby's now in the grave. Rest in peace, Ruby. Like I said, put an F in the comments for Ruby. We need to memorialize Ruby here in this video forever. And they're working so hard to get this built. They want to honor Ruby's memory. For sure. Oh, Liam. I know, man. I know, it hurts. It's okay, we'll get a replacement soon. I promise. God, that's so horrible. Duplicate dies. We just print a replacement. Maybe we'll get another Ruby. They'll never know the difference. Ruby? Ah, Ruby's not back. Oh, and nobody has learning. Nisbet. I mean, Nisbet's got learning, but Nisbet likes to punch people. Nobody likes Nisbet. I think we just wait for another Ruby, honestly. That's what happens, man. That's what happens on Ravaging Hunger. You you don't pay attention for a couple seconds and someone's dead. See how that starving keeps popping up? It's bad because I learned to over time I'll learn to just ignore it completely because it's not a real problem. And that'll go away once I get better food. So the reason it's happening is because mealwood provides a very little amount of calories, right? But anyway, once I get food that has a higher calorie count per food, like they'll eat that and it'll like supercharge their food, right? So they won't get the starvation notice every once in a while. This is one reason why I don't like mealwood or mushrooms or any of that. Like I'd like to get to bristleberry and berry sledge and stuff like a lot quicker because it just provides more calories. And it is cycle 200, which means we've probably gone on for long enough. So we had some ups, we had some downs in this episode. You know, it wasn't all happy and good times, but I'd like to think we learned some things from it. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Like I said, if you're not a subscriber and you're this far into the series and you watch the rest of it, then consider subscribing, you know, because you're obviously liking the videos, so you may want to help me out with that sub button. And if you haven't watched the previous videos and you've just come into this episode without watching the previous, well, you might want to go look at those because there's a lot of good info in like the first 1 or 2 episodes specifically have a really kind of information packed into it on how to get a good start as far as Ravaging Hunger Run goes. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you guys liked this video. I do appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedules to watch it. And thank you. Hit that thumbs up if you liked it. Leave me a comment if you have any questions or suggestions or anything like that. Thank you for watching. Again, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Rest in peace, Ruby.